Yesterday I was at a Goodwill, because why not? And I was looking in their electronics department, and I found this controller for a PC, and it was $5, so I'm like, I'll pick it up, give it a shot. It's from the 90s, and it advertises, so it works with Windows 95 and Windows 98, and the reason I was drawn to this was, it was, it was like a SNES controller, but with the 6-button fight sticks, or not fight sticks, but like the 6-button layout for like fighting arcade games. And I thought, that would work really well, because recently I've been doing a lot of PC gaming with like NES games. So I have an emulator downloaded, and I play a lot of games on that now. And that just seems like it would work really well. So why don't we just go over to the studio, and I'll show you what it's like. And also, thank you so much for just clicking on the video. It would be awesome if you could hit the red subscribe button, and also hit the bell notification right beside it so you can get notified anytime I post and upload. I'm also working on a sports-themed series for the channel, so you do not want to miss that. So if you are subscribed and have notifications on, you'll get a notification in the top right of whatever you're using, or if you're on mobile, it'll be in the center on the bottom under subscriptions, and it'll be like, oh hey, Caleb just posted a new video. So if that seems like that's up your alley, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this, like the video. So let's go. NES controller, it's got the 2 buttons, and you kind of flip your thumb like that, and that's not gonna work for me. So, we can program them within the emulator that I'm gonna use to set it up for whatever buttons you want, and so I'm just gonna go with that. So if you do end up getting this, I'll leave a link to like an Amazon entry if you are interested down in the description. If you want to buy one, when I checked, they're around the $15 to $20 range. Sometimes they're a little cheaper. So if you are interested in one of these, which, so far I'd recommend it. I haven't tried it with Windows 10, so maybe none of this will be useful, and if it doesn't work with Windows 10, unless you got like Windows XP, or Windows 95 or 98, then maybe this wouldn't be a good buy, but we'll check in a second. So it's got this connection, and you unscrew these, and so can we get it open? Yeah, so it's got this adapter here. I think this is a VGA cord to USB, which is hilarious, because this is what you would use. You'd use this to plug it straight into your computer. Like what? Oh, okay. Like even my grandma's computer that runs Windows XP has USB ports. So plenty of them use USB. So I don't know what the point was with using this, like this VGA cord. I think it's VGA. If not, there'll be some lettering or saying that I'm wrong, or what it actually is, but no, it's not VGA. Anyway, I'll research this later. But I don't really see the point in doing that and using this when most computers already had a USB. I guess it just wasn't really that tech wasn't really invented yet. So anyway, let's jump into an NES emulator and check out some games. Okay, so I'm back at my computer right now. I'm gonna plug in the USB port. Setting up. Okay, so actually, I'm actually a couple days in the future. About a week in the future, because I ran out of time. I ran out of time to do this segment, so let's get that out of the way. Let's start off with just some Super Mario Bros. Got the, what was it, the Pro Pad 8 Digital. Okay, so let me remember. Wait, let me options. Wait, tools. Yeah, record. Save to. Sorry, I probably should have done this earlier. Okay, so where do I focus? Oops. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna start it out. Pardon my Mario skills. I have not played this in a very long time. Oh, shoot. Oh. No! Darn it. Okay. Okay, so I'm a couple more days in the future now, but just wanted to wrap this up because this video is getting way too long. If I were to leave everything I wanted to put in there. So basically, the controller worked great with my NES emulator, and I'm pretty sure it worked just fine for any other one. So it does work on Windows 10. So just because it's a different version of Windows in this case does not mean that it messes anything up. I will say I think it's just how it interacted with my emulator for my SNES emulator, but it did not work that well. Well, it worked, but I was permanently crouching, like when I was playing Super Mario World and such. So just keep that in mind. That may be my emulator. So tell me if you do have, which one do I have? But if you do not have mine, tell me if it works. Probably should have. Almost there. Okay, it's SNES X9. So if you have that one and it's not working for you, if you don't have that one, sorry, if you don't have that one, tell me if it still works fine. I'm pretty sure it would. I think it's just how it interacted, or maybe I set it up wrong or whatever. But either way, it worked. This is not for everybody though, because if you aren't really necessarily really into this type of stuff, it won't work necessarily well for, like, if you're playing, I don't know, Apex Legends on your computer or Fortnite on your computer. It's not gonna work there. You don't have enough buttons to play a full, like, you can't play the full game really without all of them. You wouldn't be able to switch weapons very well. Well, I guess you could, it just would not be the same. You couldn't really aim anyway. But it does work. So I've got a link in the description to an Amazon link for it if you do want to buy it, or if you find something similar at like a Goodwill or a flea market or something like that. Just because it's for use with a different version of Windows does not mean that it doesn't work. So mine worked great with my NES emulator, and I think that's a good way to do it. I also played a sports game, Triple Play 2001, at my grandma's house, who had, Windows Vista. Windows Vista on it? Yeah, I think it was Windows Vista. I'm pretty sure. Or Windows XP, and it worked great on that. So, it works great with disc games, and also, I'm pretty sure that it would work on a different emulator. I think it's just how it decided to work with mine. But yeah, so it works. It's great. It's not for everybody because there's only so many buttons. There's 2 less buttons and one less stick than any other, like a standard Xbox controller. So it's not for everyone, but if you are into emulation and stuff like that, this isn't a bad find. I mean, it's $5. You can't really buy too much for $5 anymore, so it's not a bad deal. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and the red subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm also going to be putting out a new sports theme series, so check that out. I'll actually be filming that right after this. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.